trees. We're all connected. We're all one. And it's interesting because at this time in the world, in October 2023, it's quite evident that there's unrest and war happening as we speak. And it's interesting because I sit here every time I do these readings and I do the pick a card, pick a balloon last week, pick a tree, you know, all these things come to me. And I sit with it. And I sat with these trees and then I thought, oh, what deck could I use? And I've got this beautiful deck here called the Tree Angel Oracle deck. And naturally, you know, I sat with the three images and I sit here and then I'm tuning into what's happening in the world at the moment because I feel like this is almost a collective reading today because we're all connected, just like the roots, you know, the roots underneath the trees actually move and grow toward the other tree's roots so that they can connect. There's so much going on underground that we don't see. And, you know, it's interesting because we had a tree that we had to cut down many years ago, and we live in a green estate. So, you know, there's you've got to ask permission to cut nature down, but it was a danger. And I knew it was, and I had to get it, you know, ask for help and get it cut down by the council. And I put myself through the ringer. I did. I was really, I was having anxiety every night. It was 3 weeks up to the time when we had the appointment to get the tree cut down. And even now when I'm trying to talk about it, I struggle because I felt so connected to that one tree. And it's interesting because since it's been cut down, we still have the big, the base of the tree. What's that called? A stump. And in the stump, you see new life growing, like different little plants grow out of it, which is amazing. So we're all connected. We all live on. It feels like that type of energy is very powerful and current. And while I sit here, I tuned into the three trees and I thought, you know what, I feel like I need a reading just quickly. And that's what I do. You know, we get our decks and we pull out a card and the Tree Angel Oracle deck, I pulled out this card, which is number 23, and it's the olive. And I thought, well, I'll read the cards from the book, and I opened it and straight away it was number 23. I didn't even have to go through the pages, and I'm like, okay, so I know this is a very current, almost collective message, and I want to start with that before we go into the ones that you're pulled toward. Now this is called the olive, and it says the olive brings abundance and riches in a way that no other tree can. The message for this card, it says the oracle, war has no winners. With the first attack, humankind has already lost. Riches come from within. Honor your adversary. There are no enemies. They will share their sunlight with you as you share your joy with them. The olive brings abundance and riches in a way that no other tree can, and because of this, the olive also brings peace. In ancient times, the economies of whole nations, most notably the ancient Greeks, were based on the harvest from this friendly tree. It became the symbol of Athens' peaceful trading instead of war. When Noah was nearing the bitter end of his time on the ark, he sent out a dove as a scout. The bird is said to have come back with an olive branch in its beak, which became a symbol of peace in the Christian tradition. God had once again forgiven humankind. Mistakenly, the dove itself became the symbol for the peace God had made with us instead of the olive, but without the olive tree to rest in, the dove would have perished and would never have acquired this association. It is the olive angel that tells us that all human beings can live in peace with one another and with the whole of the biosphere, and that abundance exists to make this possible. The olive tree's gifts are health and well-being, increase and success. It stands for freedom, equality, brotherly love, tolerance, and true democracy, as well as happy exchange and peaceful trade. Without the medicine of the olive, we become irritable and quarrelsome. We feel shortchanged and jealous of the success of others. On a collective level, if we disregard this angel, the results are even more dramatic: suppression, exploitation, enslavement, strategic third world debt, incalculable greed, and war. And it's interesting because I was sitting here feeling into what's going on in the world, and this is the card that came. Now, most of us, and I'm going to say all of us listening to this specific reading today, are light workers. And when I say we're light workers, just being here is enough. You know, emanating love from our heart space and sending love and intention of healing outward. And I know that we can get trapped in fear. I know we can feel into every little detail of what we feel, hear, see. But I also know that it is up to us what we do with that. We can certainly switch the energy by sending out love and hope, just simply by the intention of healing. So just for a moment, as a collective, I feel the need to just sit for just a few moments, holding the intention of sending love and light to the globe. And when love saturates through every country, every human, every cell of our bodies and our existence, including the animals and the trees, we're all connected. The vibration lifts and people can see their behaviors, people can see their opportunities and know that they still have choices. And sending love and light and intention to the globe right now. And everything and one in that. And just hold that intention and know that you too are receiving this healing. Thank you all, beautiful people. I felt the need to share that. And let's get into our reading. So feel free to tune in to tree 1, 2, or 3 and see what it brings up for you and what Spirit wants to share. All right, tree number one. Let me feel into that for a moment. Now, obviously with this one, it was a little bit more sparse. Is that the word? You know, there's no actual leaves on this tree. It's more of a twig, so to speak. But not all is lost. Your message is not all is lost in this energy. It actually feels quite hopeful, like we're at the start of something. All right, I'm going to pull a card out of my beautiful tree oracle deck, and I'm going to read what the book actually says. And your tree is the horse chestnut. Okay, it's number 28. Let's check in with 28 and read what the book says to start with. Now it says, stay with it, be patient. Everything that you need is already before you, and what you need tomorrow is already on its way. An abundance of being nourishes the soul. Horse chestnut. The horse chestnut is one of the ancient trees of Europe. It survived the last ice age in a valley hidden in the Balkans, where it remained since its countless large and heavy conkers never fall far from the tree. It was only the 16th century that this beautiful tree was discovered by a Flemish diplomat who was visiting Turkey. From that time onward, it spread far and wide across the world thanks to human intervention and the botanical gardens of Paris and London. Interesting, hey? Human intervention. Now in many parts of the globe, children and adults play with its shiny red-brown conkers. And not before time, the horse chestnut had to wait nearly 10,000 years for its fruit to be enjoyed and appreciated. How's that? Isn't it interesting that we got this and the tree that you went with literally had nothing on it? It's all about patience. It's all about patience, knowing that it's coming. It's coming. The angel of the horse chestnut possesses an appropriately angelic level of patience. It teaches us an ancient trust to wait peacefully until it is right time to act. And once we have mastered waiting, we are not actually waiting anymore. We're able to enjoy what is now. It's living in the moment, right? We haven't just achieved the ability to be patient, we have also found the optimism and confidence to know that everything will turn out well, or that things that are going well already will get even better. We know that the universe is abundance itself and gives us plenty. We can join in and become as generous and free as this tree growing on fertile soil with its profusion of leaves, buds, and fruit. Don't hold back, be generous. Empty vessels will be filled. Let's give pleasure to ourselves and to others. Now, without this card, it says we quickly lose patience. We rush and hurry after things that don't make us happy in the end because the timing just isn't right. When a situation gets serious, we become pessimistic, mean, and mistrustful. Now, that's without the horse chestnut, but hey, we got it, right? We got it. So just to recap, it will grow and blossom and bear fruit. Blinded by darkness and illusion, bring water. Oh, thinking this doesn't make sense. Sorry, I flipped up the wrong page. That's the other way. Stay with it. Be patient. Everything that you need is already before you, and what you need tomorrow is already on its way. An abundance of being nourishes the soul. So, you get it, right? It's all about patience. It's all about knowing that what you are truly desiring has already come to fruition. It's just a matter of divine timing for it to show up. All right, I want to pull a few of these cards, get more information. Faith, time, and gratitude. This one's stuck. Gratitude. Faith, time, and gratitude. I mean, geez, this reading is just like reading itself. It's actually quite straightforward. Now, have a look at this image, would you? So I know that some of you, take what resonates, this is a general reading, of course, but I know that some of you feel as though that you are back to the beginning and it's all not working out. You're getting a little bit impatient, you're losing faith. So if you have a look at this beautiful picture here, you can see that she's got her head down and the flowers wilting and dropping its petals. But Spirit's here to say, keep the faith. Please keep the faith. It's almost like they're begging you, please keep the faith, because it's all about divine timing. It's literally divine timing. So let me read this. Have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. And it's simply knowing that where you're at is exactly the right place. The timing is there. The timing is, you know, the more I get into this energy, the more I feel a little bit that you've really been struggling a little bit. Schedule a, it says, schedule a sacred date with yourself. You deserve time for your life. You know, some of you, and this won't resonate for all of you, I feel like you've got a bit of a connection at the moment with the stars, with the planets, with something going on astrologically as well. And I feel like whether, I don't know, some of you know human design. It's like you've been looking at birth dates and birth times and that type of thing. Some of you might have been chasing up, ancestral lines or maybe missing loved ones. There's something here about you searching for answers to know who you are. There's a bit of a chase. You're chasing yourself. And there's no, the theme here is there's no rush. It's all divine timed. It's divinely timed. You get gratitude. It's really being just here for a minute. Just be here for a minute. And right here, right now, you're listening to Spirit's messages. Right here, right now, you're safe. Just right here, right now, in the moment. It's the little moments that are going to build up inside you to bring out that passion and bring out that compassion and understanding. So just pull back for a minute and just know that whatever it is that you're wanting to create, I feel like you got to pull back a little bit. It's like this. It's like a bow and arrow. You're pulling back at the moment, and when you're ready to go, when you bring that gratitude into it, bang, you're going to be off. You're going to be off in the right direction, knowing exactly what to do. But for now, it's like the patience, knowing that every option has already taken place, and it's a matter of you putting out what you truly desire. Oops, and expecting it. And I just want to finish your message with a guardian angel cards. These are the beautiful messages, and it says miracle. And some of you feel like this is going to have to be a miracle to get this underway or to get what you truly want. And it says, dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away. For I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. You got time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. It's not saying they do happen. They're saying expect it. But it's have the faith. Be staying in that gratitude. Be in the moment. I want you to almost listen to this again. So for the ones that sort of went, yeah, you're the ones I want you to hear this again. Because I feel as if this is like a massive cuddle from Spirit for you. And that, my darlings, is tree number 1. Now, don't forget to listen to the end, because I'm going to give a free one-on-one reading out this month of October. And I'll let you know how to enter at the end. Okay, tree number 2. You know, when I was tuning into this one, I almost felt my lungs expanding, like I could breathe again. So, you know, again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. But for some of you, I feel as though you're getting your breath back. Whether that's your fitness back, whether that's you can breathe again, like you've got space. Lungs is very much grief. So it may very well be you're working through some grief, some heaviness, but it feels as though you're coming to the end of the struggles here. This is feels very much like you're lighter again. Some of you could have had like bronchitis or something like that, and it feels like you're moving through it and you can breathe again. But the tree cards that I have here, I want to pull one card to start you off, and that is, jump out at me. All right, and your tree is Alder, ALDER. Now these are gorgeous cards, by the way, absolutely beautiful. And I feel as though this is very much, you've got the tree spirit right around you. There's a connection with you in nature, 100%. And if you don't feel it, it's like time to get around it, get amongst it, because there's like, you can talk to trees, they whisper to you. You know, over the school holidays, I went on this magical walk with the kids to a forest in Warburton, and the lady there had these you know, when you sort of get your heart checked or your monitors, you know, the little sticky things, and she stuck them onto the tree and had wires to a speaker, and the tree actually had frequencies that you could hear, and it came through as music, and you could hear the sounds of the frequencies. And I know the frequencies of the trees are really working with you at the moment. I also know with essential oils, anything that's a leaf oil, we're very connected with trees. So for instance, if we're using the leaf oils, that's how a tree breathes, and they're very good for our respiratory system. So like our eucalyptus, now tea trees, that type, like the leaves. Then you've got the bark, the trunk of the tree, and it keeps the tree sturdy, and it keeps us very strong too. So you're looking at things like, you know, cedar wood, frankincense, like the real strong tree, the trunks. So that keeps us grounded, keeps us very strong, and gives us strength. Then you look at the beauty and the flowers bring love and compassion and joy, very, very warming to our emotions. So you look at the oils like rose and jasmine and that type of thing, neroli, some people say. So essential oils and nature is very important to you at the moment, because I feel like there's this lift coming up and out from you. So it'd be interesting to know what this elder is all about. So that's number 30. So let me check in and read what the elder tree is all about for you. And it says, excuse me a second. Elder, old wounds fester, new tears fall into the stream. A warm, loving hand touches your eyes, your scars, and your heart becomes a star in heaven. The stream carries away your burdens, leaving behind relief. And I can feel that, because our lungs with the grief, I feel it lifting. I feel it lifting for you. The elder stands beside the stream, and the water rushes past. The elder lets it swirl by, and the stream too leaves the elder in peace. The stream supplies water and protects the elder from drying out. The elder shades the stream and protects it from becoming too warm. They sustain each other without trying to change one another. Let things be, perfection. A breeze caresses the leaves and the heavens smile. The angel of elder heightens emotion and empathy, acceptance and forgiveness. And the elder offers great comfort. It calms and supports us in letting go of pain from past and healing old scars. Her secret is in releasing and letting life flow. Just rely on the elder and listen to the splashing of the stream, letting go of everything that is causing you pain, sorrow, grief, rage, hate, your bitter tears. Surrender it all to the earth and her helpers to be transformed into fruitfulness. Allow yourself to be purified, and in doing so, cleanse yourself. The elder is also the Norn of the past. Her secret ability lies in non-attachment to everything except the ground on which she stands. It is through this she teaches us the gentle and essential art of release, of letting go. Emotions are linked with the element of water. They represent energy that must flow in order for life to continue. If we hold them in and bottle them up, we become hard and stiff, inhibited and obstructed. This leads to physical and spiritual paralysis, and eventually to long-term physical and emotional pain. Rigid discipline replaces spontaneity and compassion. All good reasons for allowing one thing to flow into another, just like the elder. So this beautiful tree, and it feels like the spirit of nature is coming through to help you shift any stagnant energy, emotions, grief. It's all lifting up. I just feel this beautiful breath of fresh air that's happening for you as I take a big breath. All right, let's get some more cards and see what else your message is today. All right, 1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, we have release. we have pleasure, and we have support. Now, up until now, for some of you, it's been very difficult to take a real good look at where you've been and the grief that you've been holding on to. But I know you've been doing the work. You don't want to be a prisoner to your old story anymore. It's just like it's lifting up now. And it's almost like of late, something's happened so significant to you that you've just gone, that's it. No more. No more. It's time for me to breathe deeply. It's time for me to get back into this world. It's time for me to, really surrender to everything and just get back on my path and really truly move toward what you really truly desire, which is pleasure. It's simply pleasure. And on the back of this it says, do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. And here I was talking about essential oils. Everything is, if it's essential, do it. And the self-love and the self-care that comes with this massive healing that's taking place for you at the moment is absolutely paramount. And the support. Wow. So I'm looking at the picture of this one. So when I pull my cards, different things stand out. But this one, I cannot help but to see that beautiful lion. There's a beautiful lion. It looks to me as if it's a lion there and a cat just there. So it's like a feline type of energy that's coming around to support you. So don't be surprised if you get cats just randomly coming up to you and wanting to be near you when they don't necessarily go near anybody, that type of thing. It's that gentleness. You've got the nature supporting you, but also the animal kingdom. Actually, you know what? I've got my animal cards here. I just want to pull you one card just to see what animals to look out for, because they're really stepping out to you. So it's like almost humans at the moment are a little bit too much. You want to sort of just back down and hang out with the trees and animals because they expect nothing from you. And you can just be. I've got the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between. Embrace the in-between. So the in-between times of knowing and not knowing, the in-between times of sleep and awake, the in-between times of work and play, like just all the moments, all the moments. Sometimes we don't know what's going to happen next, and that can build up to be a lot of anxiety and fear and all that type of thing. But the healing process that's happening here for you, it's like if you want to feel it and let it go. But don't push it down. It's literally, it feels like it's all coming up here, and it's just a beautiful reading for you. It's an absolute beautiful time of letting go the old, releasing the old. And it's just purely looking at it and not running from it. It's looking at it and not running from it. And I just want to finish with one beautiful guidance message, and it's prayer. And it says, dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal life which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart energy and every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation, nature, animals. You're supported. And that, my darling, is your reading for tree number 2. Don't forget to listen to the end of this video so I can share with you how to win a one-on-one reading with me. All right, tree number 3. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. I feel like things are happening very quickly for you. Very quickly. So be very mindful where you're focusing, because where you're focusing, energy is flowing there and you're getting more and more of that. So be very mindful that you're looking up. I don't want you looking down. If you're looking down, you're going to get more of that. We want to look up. Look up, chest out, be proud of who you are, because you are a divine human. You really are. So what's this all about? Let's see what tree that we get for you. And it's the ivy. And I can't help but notice the 22. 22. I love double digits. And when I see them, I know spirit is very close. So it's almost like, you're being like pulled up by spirit, like get your chin up. Now, I don't know, for some of you, this might resonate, but it feels as though you've had someone that would lift your head up. I know that when my mum used to do my hair as a child, she'd always go like that with my face, like, get here, get here. But I also know that being Italiano, I would get a lot of, oh, che bella. So I feel like there's some face touching here for you. So I don't know if it's like lift your face and be straight and direct. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but that's, let's see where that goes. So number 22, what tree have we got? Ivy. But it's, yeah, head up, look straight, chin up. Don't look down. Do not look down. Look where you're going. And it says, don't ask for reward or compensation or whether sometime will recognize the greatness of your action. It makes no difference to you. There is no need for triumph. The greatest happiness is found in following your inner path. The ivy is the only tree in the oracle that has relinquished its ability to grow vertically, its backbone, so to speak. This allows ivy to weave in and out, to climb and crawl, and to wind around things. It succeeds in places where others cannot. It protects other trees and covers ugly ruins and wounds in the earth. High in the canopies of the trees, ivy catches the light that the tree's leaves don't need. Eventually, after many years, it might begin to steal the light from its host tree, but this seldom happens, and only then in woodlands that have lost their natural harmony. It usually occurs as a result of widespread man-made radiation from the variety of technologies. The angel of ivy allows you to take part in its unparalleled willingness to serve the earth. Selflessness, humility, loyalty, and modesty are ivy's gifts. Sam Gamgee, Frodo's faithful friend in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, is a brilliant example of this principle. Absolute loyalty and devotion without any thought of reward. In a society that predominantly values wealth and high social standing, it is particularly important for us to take note that ivy's medicine. It is also precisely this medicine that is indispensable for the healing of the planet. It is time to change our way of thinking and choose new values. May the green heart of ivy weave its way around the stock market and global corporations and inspire new goals and values. Without the blessing of the ivy angel, arrogance, self-seeking, boasting, and smugness come to force, and profundity, I don't know what that is, gives way to the shallowness. Profundity gives way to shallowness. So the thing with ivy is it goes where it needs to go. And it was interesting, like I'm saying, head up, look straight, know where you're going, don't look down. Don't look down, know where you want to head. Know where you want to head, because ivy does what it takes. It actually supports other people. And it's saying that you do that too. You support other people, but you don't want the recognition. And it's not that you need the recognition, but you certainly need to know the part you play and how important you are. And that's really big. When you're looking down, you go inward and your shoulders go down, and you can actually, your thoughts change, because it's really hard to say I'm powerful when your head's down here, but when you're up here and you say I'm powerful, you can feel it. So it's time that you're stepping into your personal power. I can't ignore this beautiful crystal, and it's green, and it just jumped out at me, so I know I need to talk about this. So green crystals, green foods. Green is the color of our heart chakra as well. Green is abundance. Green is finances, money, that type of thing. It's time that you start calling in the power of green and the healing nature of that, because it'll help you grow, because you're branching out now, and you're allowed to move fluidly around and have a look what needs your attention, because I can feel you can be in many places at once, and that's okay as long as you're grounding. So you're built to be in a million places at once, but not if you don't come back to self, come back to home, okay? So you need some downtime as well. So let's get some cards more and explain explain this a little bit deeper. Oh, but the ivy is just so beautiful. I can just feel it's so fluid. And I think that's the real key to this reading, to stay fluid and flowing. Goals is your first card. Dance is your second. And rest. And this is exactly right. That's, oh my God, it's everything that Spirit said already. Goals, you want to be focused. You want to know where you're going. Not head down, head up. Move toward where you're headed. And it says, set a goal, write it down and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. So it's not like you need to... I had to take a really big breath then, because it was almost like some of you just sort of went... It's like, come on, head up, head up. You can't say I'm powerful when you're down like this. It's time to breathe. And it might be just a 2-minute walk in the morning. Stretch your legs, move around. But you got to get clear. You really got to get clear. You got to shift your head. You've got to move it. You've got to move it. You've got to move your body. You've got to get the music going and start rocking it. You've got to dance. You've got to move, because that's where the flow is. You've got to bring the flow. So are you looking at turning the music up and moving your body around? Are you looking at, when you do dance, is it just like a rigid movement? Is there emotion stuck in your hips, which is all about flexibility? Is there motion, like, is your neck too sore to move your shoulders? Is there weight of the world on your shoulders? Are you not wanting to look around at the world? You know, you got a headache and you can't dance, the music's too loud because you got too much going on in your mind. Like, we're all, you got to tap into your body. It's going to show you. So it's like, move that energy, move it. And I feel a little bit lightheaded and get a bit dizzy here. So I feel like some of you are even imbalanced on your feet. Imbalanced in your feet. So hydration is very important here, because you want the energy. You want the energy to be able to move, but we also want the rest and relax. The rest and relax. And that's where you come home. So you've got the ivy. You like to be everywhere, doing everything, a bit of help here, a bit of help there, you know. But you've got to come home and have that space. And I know personally at the moment I'm helping quite a few people with a few big things. But I also know that Friday's my day, where I have a sauna and I do yin yoga, and I just take some space for myself. Because without that, I can't do the big things that I do through the week for people I love and clients that I love. So know that you can do what you need to do and help as many people as you want, but come back to home and rest and recalibrate, because it's very important for you to continue doing the work you do, because you're excellent at it. And the car starts as it's taking off. And that is you. You're taking off. You're ready to. And let's get the last card, balance. You can't make this shit up. And the balance card says, difference is necessary. Difference is necessary part of human evolution, and everything in life is comprised of opposites which together make life whole. If you light a candle in a room already flooded with light, the light of your candle would be indistinguishable from the light which already exists. Because of darkness, we're able to perceive light. Both are necessary. So without the darkness, we can't see the light. Without the light, we can't see the darkness. So know that you, my darling, are helping a lot of people right now just by being you. Make sure you keep your head up, your shoulders back, and give yourself that love and admiration that you truly desire and truly are worthy of. Keep the balance there. Keep moving one step in front of the other. And that, my darling, is your reading for tree number 3. Now, don't forget to enter to win a free one-on-one reading with me in October. And what I'd like you to do is pop in the comments a beautiful prayer or a beautiful affirmation that helps you through some words. I know, there's words like this too shall pass, or, something empowering that if you say it, you know that you just need to take another step forward and keep moving forward. So I'd love to hear your words of wisdom and affirmations in the comments to go into the draw. And at the end of the month, I will share the winner. Thank you very much for tuning in, beautiful souls. And I look forward to seeing you again. Don't forget to check out my events. I have a beautiful Spirits Whispers retreat coming up in October, the 27th to the 29th. Check it all out. It's in the description. I'd love to see you there. I've only got a handful of tickets left, and I hope that I see you there. Take it easy, beautiful people. Be very kind to yourself. Be very kind to others. And have a lovely week. Peace out.